Hey Tankers, Bonsai Duck here. Today we have a video submitted by Markbug. Mark is new to the channel, so welcome to the channel. Welcome, Mark. Welcome. Markbug is in his AMX 12t. He's on Providence in a standard battle in a Tier 7, Tier 6 game, so low tier, light. Usually the only AMX 12t games we get is from middle-aged noobs, so it's good to see that there's other people out there playing it. Now Mark is sitting at a 2 mark here, where middle-age is a 3, so Mark, you're in the right direction. Anyway, he's spawned over in the the northeast, and he's gonna have a really good game. I watched about 90% of the video ahead of this, and you know, Providence, as we all know, is just a big open valley. It was great when I first started, you know, in low tiers, because you know, it taught me how to use it showed me how to use bushes, gave me patience to you know, snipe, but that was pretty much all it is, and it still is pretty much that way. I mean, a good light in the middle can just light up the whole map, right? So anyway, we're gonna see some really good light tank play from Markbug here. So Mark, take it away. So Mark's headed right over here through the little, I guess, church castle. Yeah, it's gotta be a church, and he's going right down the road here. And there's a bush here, which, you know, Mark is able to use this bush and make it work for him. I don't know what your equipment is. I do know that you have, you know, binos on, and there's some spotting damage to start off the game. You do have some binos, but I see you don't have a camo net, so I'm wondering, are you running the special exhaust or the commander's vision? You know, I'm not even sure if you can get that at that tier. But you know, Mark, in the comments, let us know your equipment loadout, because some of the times I'm wondering how you don't get spotted. So, but he's parked up in this bush, just letting the tanks drive up into his field of view, and then of course they're getting damage, and he's just sitting here gathering some spotting damage right now. We're up to 1,325, and there's a little bit more. And of course, I don't play Province that often. Usually only on the EU server, because I've banned it on my my client. But I might have to unban it. It looked pretty interesting watching this game, especially at this tier. But the vision, I mean, if we look at it, I mean, Mark is pretty much just lit up the whole map, right? There's nobody can move, and he has all of his guys behind him just ready to snipe. And of course, you have the usual battle going on over here in the, what is that, the Juliet, you know, 8 line, you know, where they're trying to come up and you're trying to hold them back. You got the usual battle over here on the Charlie 3 line. All right, so now, Mark, the AMX doesn't have a lot of gun elevation, especially when you're facing backwards, although I do fully understand why you're going backward, why you're facing backwards, so you can get out of there quickly. I have a feeling that once you're lit, there's not a whole lot of time to get out of that position. But the fact that nobody has noticed that Mark has been sitting here, and you know, I guess everybody just assumes that you're going to be lit on this map. So you know, trying to find that light that's lighting you up, it's not always that useful. But nobody's taking any blind shots to the bush here. I mean, this is a fairly well-known bush. So yeah, there's the M44. Mark auto aims him to keep him lit. There's the object 244. And he disappears. Like I said, Mark can't get the elevation on this gun to get into that 244. I keep wanting to say 260, but that's not right. Alright, so you got a 40 TP and a Panther over on the other side. 25-2 and an ONI over here. Now this is how I don't know how you don't get spotted. Dude, that tank has some just crappy, you know, view range. But I mean, I know you're behind the bush, but still, this is using the bush mechanics. and whatever your equipment loadout is to its extent. And I also need to know, I guess, is how your crew is. Is this a very well-skilled crew? Yeah. So Markbug, he drops into the gold because he knows he's gonna have to face this 244. Looks like your team is headed over to the west side. They're making the push. O&I and the 252, B-25-2, they're doing their job. B-25-2's down. I got T-29 over there. And the 3002D takes out the O&I. T-78's moving in. Panther's moving in. There's a T-25AT. And that T-78, I mean, he's, I don't know. That, to me, seems a little dangerous for him. There's another O&I and an SU-122-44. My goodness, T-29. They're all over there. Uh-oh. The buggy's pushing in on the T-78. T-78 is in a bad. Oh, no. He doesn't have the armor for that. And he takes a nice ram there. In comes the T-25AT. And the buggy takes out the T-78. There's T-29. Oh, armor not penetrated. There's a shot into the side of him. Spotting damage. We're now up to 2,300 in spotting damage. Oh, and I's pushing through, and the Panther's out of here. He's like, no way, guys, this isn't going to work. I'm headed to the other side. Mark hits the reload. Nah, you would think. Is that 244 still over there? Kind of lost contact with the VK-3002 and the 244. Mark starts moving in. Oh, lights the 244. Pulls back, and this is map knowledge. Wow. Puts a shot into him. And that's it for the 244. It's the reload. Get a fresh clip in there. Oh, nice, on the other side of that house, yeah. And here goes our hero, Mark. Pushing in, trying to find that. Oh, the VK-3002D has been lit. Oh, yeah, he's a near dead. We can get in there and just rape. Just mutilate him. Get in there. Go do it, Mark. And Dark lights him up. 1. Tracking shot. 2. He's down. Mark just keeps on driving because he knows that he's been lit and he's got to get out of there. Pulls up in the bush. Oh, the SU-100Y. I think he just took a blind shot, obviously, because my 6th Sense light stays on the whole time you're lit. Nice blind shot in there. Just good timing on his behalf. But that drops you down to 266 hit points. Mark's just driving around trying to disappear. Heading back down the little road here. We got the T-29, the O&I, the 122-44, and the SU-100Y over there, along with an M44 somewhere. Mark's team has managed to hold the Charlie 3 area. Your Panther's moving in. He's making a run for it. He's going to get on base. Let everybody know where he's at. .22-44, and there's a shot, and he's tracked, and people are just tearing him up, and he made the that's sad. It's like watching a turtle on its back. Mark falls back. Here comes the SU-100. Fly. Chasing down into the Panther. He's down. Alright, well, that leaves the O&I and their M44 somewhere. Mark's making the run. So by that Panther getting on base, he did obviously attract their attention. I'm not sure I would have done that, but he did, and forced them to come after him. Mark stays off the cap circle, not to let anybody know that he is coming in. And it's time to find the M44. He's going to beat the Panther up the hill. Panther's like, wait a minute. There goes the O&I. There's the M44. Mark sees him and takes him out. And into a bush, and that's a victory. Alright, well, you got an ace tanker, spotter, fire for effect, and patrol duty. 48,452 in credits, 1,847 in experience. You did 1,107 in damage, got 3 kills for a base XP of 1,231. Number 1 in base XP, although you weren't number 1 in damage. You fired 10 shots. Of those, 10 hit, and of those 10, 9 penetrated. You did 524 from 300 meters out, but here's the big nut, 3,764 in spotting. I mean, on that map, in the right position, you're just going to light everything up, right? So nice job on that. Made some decent credits, made some decent experience on your premium account. So, again, classic light tank play using bush mechanics, just going in there, very patient to not shoot. I mean, that is my biggest fault on light tanks is I want to take that shot. Anyway, so that's Markbug in his AMX 12t ace tanker on Providence in a standard battle. If you liked the video, hit the like button. Keep those videos coming. I greatly appreciate it. Please remember to hit the subscribe button. This is Bonsai Duck out.